Mafia. It's your girl Michelle from Michelle's World, and I'm back with another video. As you guys can see, I have changed my hair color, had to do a little blonde on it. I've been wanting to try this forever, but I never had the courage to do it because I was like scared of how it would come out, how it would look, you know what I'm saying? Because when you try something new, you're like, oh, should I try that? I don't know how I'm going to look with that. But you know what? I just went with it. I told my friend, I was like, come over and do my hair, like, dye it for me or whatever. She was going to bleach it, but the bleach wasn't working, so we just bought the dye instead. And she helped me do the first coat, which it didn't come out the color that I wanted. So I did re-dye it yesterday, and this is how it came out. And I'm loving the color, especially in the sun. In the sun, it looks very, very nice. And what else you guys can see is that I got my lashes done, individual lashes. I would never go back to synthetic lashes, the ones that be coming in a pack. These are very nice individual lashes. Like, it lasts for a while. As you can see though, this side is coming out and this side isn't. I really have to get them refilled, but I love them so much. I love my hair. I love the look I'm having right now. It's just like, this is the greatest I've ever felt about myself in a long time. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so today's video will be about how I stabbed my mom's boyfriend, or why I stabbed my mom's boyfriend. There had to be some reason behind it, because you don't just go up to your mom's boyfriend and stab them. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get into the video. So, basically, as I told you guys in the last video, I'm from Louisiana, all that stuff. It was me and my mom and stuff, and my brother. But my brother had already left to go to New York to live there, like, for good. And me and my mom, we had moved and we lived in, like, a little small house or whatever. And at that time, she had a boyfriend. So, he was really nice, He always bought me presents. He bought my mom presents. He was just, like, a good boyfriend towards her or whatever. And he met the family and this, that, and the third. And he was just a really good boyfriend. And, nice boyfriends like that, you don't really see anything bad about them. Like, you just see all good and all that and this, that, and the third. And one day, my mom and him, they were like, they were just like having like a disagreement or whatever, and it was just like arguing whatever. So my mom like sent me in my room or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, just go in your room or whatever." Me and we're gonna call him Brown Skin. She was like, "Oh, me and Brown Skin is gonna have, like, we're gonna talk or whatever." So I went in my room, whatever, was playing or whatever, and let's add another story time in this, because I was in a room by myself, and I don't know how, somehow I had a lighter or whatever, and when I went in the room, it was a lighter on my bed. I turned on the TV. I had to be about 7 or 8 years old, I remember. For me to remember this, I had to be like 7 or 8 years old, and went in the room, watched TV, cut on TV. I found a lighter on the dresser or whatever, and I was playing with it. I was like, "Oh, how does this work?" So I did it, and then I seen it. I was like, I dropped it, and it dropped on the bed, and it had a hole in the bed. I like burnt a big hole, like, oh, that big of a hole in my mom's bed. I was like, "Oh my God, get the fire out." I was like really scared, like panicking. So I went in the bathroom, got a cup, poured some water on it, like I covered it up, and then as I covered it up, I'm just like, "Oh my God, I'm about to get in trouble. So then I had looked on the dresser and I was like, what can I find to like make this hole disappear? Like, let me look for something. So I look over, I'm like, oh, baby powder. Let's get some baby powder, because the mattress was white. Like, my mom was just like, what was she doing? She was changing the sheets, but she didn't finish because, like, I guess she went out or something. I just remember her not changing the sheets or whatever. So I found that. I was like, oh, let me get this powder. So I poured the powder in there or whatever. I was like, oh my god, it's covering the hole. Like, yes, yes, let's do this. So I poured the whole bottle of powder inside of the bed, like the hole, whatever. But for some reason, like the burnt part, because you know when you burn something, it'd be like a black part where it's like burnt, really, really burnt, and it wasn't covering that up. So I was like, oh my god, I need to find something else. So I got some nail polish, some white nail polish, and I covered that bad boy up. And from then on, like I started fixing the bed and everything. And from then on, I'm just like, let me just fix this bed. So I fixed the bed, put the sheets on and everything, and then I'm done. I sit down, watch TV. I'm chilling for like a good. That was like, how long? That took me like 15, 20 minutes to do all of that. To do all of that. Because my little 7-year-old or 8-year-old self did not know what to do. I was scared, panicking, whatever. But I was really smart at the same time. Because I'm like, I'm not getting my behind whipped today. Like, I had to make up some plan. I had to do something. Like, I was not trying to get in trouble. So, I'm just watching TV after that whole situation. I did not sit on that spot. I laid a pillow right there. And, like, I was lacking, like, I was, like, leaning on it or whatever. So, I'm laying down on that spot, laying down, watching TV, watching my little SpongeBob, because SpongeBob was my favorite show and still is my favorite show. Yes, I still do watch SpongeBob at the age of 18, baby. Because, like, I mean, I don't watch it, like, that often, but I do watch it to go to sleep and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'm watching TV, watching SpongeBob, fast forward. And I hear them yelling. My parents, let's go back to my mom. I hear them yelling, and she's like, oh, get off me, and you don't have to put your hands on me, this, that, and the third. I'm just like, what? I hear what? So I peek out the door, and I'm looking, and I see his hand going like this. I'm like, oh no. So I ran out there as fast as I could, back into the living room, because my room was in the back. And, well, my mom's room was in the back. And I ran through the hallway to the living room, trying so fast to get to this guy. Because I'm like, I'm looking like he really about to hit my mom. Like, he's hitting my mom, whatever. So I started hitting him, punching him, whatever. And then he threw me. This is like, I feel like, and at this point, as I'm telling the story, it feels like I'm in a movie, the way I'm telling this story. Because, like, that's something you would see in a movie, for real, for real. And, like, he pushed me. And she was like, oh, don't put your hands on my baby, this, that, and the third. And I was like, mommy. And he started hitting me, pushing me. He was like, go back in the room. I'm like, I looked at her like, I was like, you don't tell me what to do. You're not my daddy. You're my mama's boyfriend, this, that, and the third. And she was like, Michelle, go back in the room. You don't have to deal with this. And then, blah, blah, blah. I was like, Mom, but he's hitting you. He's hitting you. She was like, no, go back in the room. So she, like, proceeded to, like, put me back in the room. So, and she tried to lock the door, thinking I couldn't unlock the door. I'm 7. I'm smart. I just covered up a burnt hole in her bed. How I don't know how to unlock the door? So, I unlocked the door, went back outside, and I was like, let me think. Like, I need something to do. Because at this point, her nose is bleeding. And I'm like, geez, Mom. Like, well, come on, I need to think. Like, you just thought about the burnt bed. You just thought what to do with that. So think. So, I was like, ooh, ding. I grabbed the knife. Let me get something. I'm gonna use this as a knife. So I grabbed the knife, and I was like, you really about to make this big decision? Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm looking at the knife, like, I don't care. He hit my mama. So I ran over there. I said, boom, 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 like 3 times non-stop. He was like, ah! That's all I remember him yelling. Crystal! My mom's name is Crystal, you let your daughter stab me? And he kept on hitting. So I'm like, this nigga is strong, like really strong. Like, this one big nigga, like he's mad strong. Take 3 stabs, like. I was just like so amazed. So I continued to stab because he was not falling. So I must have stabbed him like 7 times. I told him no joke, and he finally fell. Like, I don't know if it was deep stabs or what, but I remember stabbing him and he fell. And my mom was like, "You didn't have to do that. You shouldn't have did that." Da, da, da. But in my heart, I'm just like, I protected you. He was hitting you. Like, I'm protecting you. Why are you yelling at me? Like, in that moment, I cried. Because I remember crying, like, Mom, I just helped you. Like, and you yelling at me? He was hitting you. Look at your nose. I didn't say that, but I'm like, look at your nose. Now I'm thinking about it. He's hitting you, and you mad at me for stabbing him. So then we proceeded, excuse my language, we proceeded to call the police. So we called the police come, and it was like, oh, what happened here, this and that. And, my mom was like, oh, my daughter stabbed, my boyfriend, and the cop was like, oh, why? And she was like, she didn't want to say it, but I was like, he was hitting her. And the cop was like, okay, this was self-defense and this, that, and third. So, in that sense, nothing happened. We didn't get in trouble, this, that, and third. And as I forgot to tell you guys, as I was stabbing, I sat down after he fell on the floor. I kind of like stabbed him the last time. And like, I kind of missed and I hit my leg. Boy, do I still have that scar. I wish I could show you guys, but my leg is like mad far. But I was crisscross. I was like, crisscross episode was almost, but my leg was up. And I stabbed him, I missed, and I hit my leg. It's like this size of a scar on my leg, still to this day. I would never forget that. And, yeah, so I was bleeding. My mom was bleeding. We were just bleeding. And so we went to the doctor, and the police was like, oh, y'all both need to go to the hospital. I didn't even realize that I was bleeding until the cop told me. So, yeah, we went to the hospital. We got all stitched up. And from then on, we never heard from that guy again. Because we know that I'm crazy. I was crazy about my mom. Like, if she was still here today, I'll be that same type of crazy. Imagine me now. If I was crazy then, imagine me now. Like, I had no time for no guys messing around with my mom. Especially that my brother had left, the protector of us. Like, even though he's younger, he's still a little man to me. Like, but that was just like, to me, it was just like, wow. Like, I really just protected my mom. And I felt great about it. But then for her to yell at me, like, I felt so bad. Like, but I was like, at least he's gone. He's not coming back. And that's the story of how I stabbed my mom's boyfriend. And I was not playing. And, yeah. I mean, at least I didn't kill him. That's all I can say. Like, at least I did not kill him. Because, he could have been dead. I could have killed him. But we have not heard from him since then. And after that, I really did not see him ever again. I know she had got a new boyfriend, and I wish she would have tried it. Every time she brought a new guy, like, she had, like, after that boyfriend, she had, like, 2 other ones. And she brought him, like, they were extremely nice to me. I don't know if she told them what I did, but they were just like, I'm never going to hurt your mom, this and that. Yeah, I know you won't. She probably told you what I did to the last boyfriend. Call me crazy, but it was self-defense for my mom. And I really did not want her to go through any of that. So, I don't tolerate abuse. I didn't tolerate abuse then, and I definitely don't tolerate abuse now. So, call me crazy, call me whatever you want, and I don't care. Like, simple as that. Like, nobody's gonna do anything. Yeah, so that was my story time for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys like my hair. Let me know in the comments what you think of this story time. Let me know